Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I will be talking about the Thursday Murder Club. Alright, so the Thursday Murder Club is a new Netflix original movie that consists of this pure, authentic British humor that we all know and love, and also mixed up with the best genre that the United Kingdom has, which is elders. It's just old people going through shit. And today we have 4 elders, but usually I talk about more of these kind of movies. I think the last one that's also kind of reminiscing, also kind of falls in the same genre, was The Salt Path. And before that we had movies like the one with the guy playing Horace Slughorn, forgot his name, but the movie was called The Duke? I don't know, something around that. And it's the same kind of movie, and somehow they are not always as good as I would hope them to be, but they do always move me through my core and move me in my feelings. And I have to say that this one did exactly that. Today we have a murder mystery movie where they try to figure out who put a murder somewhere, and while they do that, they're trying to save their elder home. So it's really a wholesome movie on that regard. It has the old people, it has fun with the murderer's plot part and trying to figure out what exactly happened, and these characters are all fantastic. I loved all of the characters in this. I loved all the performances from Ben Kingsley, Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan. Forgot the fourth name, but she had the best line delivery in existence with the what the fuck part. I loved how they did that. That was a very genius scene. And that was all really good. So I loved the characters, I loved the portrayals, I loved the surprisement in the end, like who do you think has become the killer, that stuff like that. I have to say it was written in a pretty good way for us to reveal who it actually is. Do think one of these things was a little bit too easy. Like, okay, you say this and this and this and said that's why you did it, and then they confessed. In the end, that felt like, okay, where is this coming from? And that was a little confusing. And I can also say that for me personally, the murderer's plot part and trying to investigate who did it and the actual investigation wasn't done in the most interesting way, making sure that the murder that happens and them trying to figure out who is the actual killer and who is the actual murderer wasn't as interesting as seeing these characters do stuff on screen. And that is the biggest problem that this movie has, is just that its main thing is not working as well as you hope it would be and not working as well as you kind of want it to be. It's still a very good movie, powerhouse performances, everyone works so incredibly well off of each other. It's just that sometimes you missed a little bit of a better established story, or some more care and precision on the things that die or the things that aren't as obvious, like the guys that die, the leaders of this elder home. They're good characters, and even though it was David Tennant, it still couldn't save his character for me to actually care for when anything happens in this movie, especially, and that also goes for Tony Curran, or the guy, I forgot his name. Anything that happened in this movie, it just, if you base it on the story, they could have fleshed it out a little bit more than they actually had. But based upon everything else, that was kind of nailed right to the bone. It made sure that I deeply like this movie and deeply respect this movie and think this is one of the most wholesome movies of this year. But it's also not the greatest movie of this year, and it will never be. And the Thursday Murder Club ends up being a movie that you will watch between that limited space between Christmas and New Year. That's a perfect movie for that opportunity. It's a good movie, so you can watch it anytime, anywhere, any point, but I think it will work incredibly well during holiday season. I have no idea why. It's a Chris Columbus film, so that is probably why, because he only makes those wholesome films. You also watch Harry Potter and you also watch Home Alone during the December Christmas break. So hey, there's that opinion, and that is all working out. So in the end, I have to say that I really, really like the Thursday Murder Club for what it was. I just wish that the story could have been a little bit more interesting to make sure that we actually ended up vibing and thriving over everything that this movie did, apart from only the characters and apart from only the humor that they had, but also the story and the actual murder plotline that this movie is its main selling point. What did you think of this one? In the end, I'm going to give this one 3.5 stars. So please let me know what you thought of it. Do you think it's also worth the 7 out of 10, or do you think lesser or more of it? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and I would like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.